Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
You know, waking up and reading about it, I mean, as soon as I heard 20 dead, limousine, I went right to the article. It really hits home.
Investigators are working to determine what caused a limo to crash over the weekend, leaving 20 people dead in New York.
And it's raised a lot of concerns for people here in the Valley, wondering if taking large vehicles like limousines is worth it.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with a local party bus company who wants to assure others that safety is their #1 priority.
We're making it safer for everyone. We're making sure that they get home safely.
With almost 30 people filling up the seats in this party bus alone and no seatbelts to lock everyone down, Scott Hagan wants to reassure you that you'll still be safe when riding along.
We do whatever we can to make sure safety is first with all of our customers. We ensure that, you know, when the bus is in motion, please be seated. I mean, there's a lot riding on the driver's shoulders, and so for them to let everybody know at the beginning of the ride, listen, these are the rules, this is what we need to adhere by.
Adding that Fargo Party Ride does own 2 vehicles that have seatbelts and are car seat capable. Hagan also says riders don't have to worry about his vehicles breaking down, saying the buses are always up with their maintenance and repairs, adding that the drivers are just as reliable, all with clean driving records and experience with commercial vehicles.
It's just very important to listen to what the driver has to say. It's not something that it's not a fly-by-night gig for our drivers. I mean, this is their livelihood. They're not just going to throw some people in the bus and just, you know, be irresponsible.
In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Hagan also says riders don't have to worry about insurance, saying the company has full coverage on all vehicles, allowing them to drive on interstates.
Today's weather had many people reaching for a heavier coat, gloves, and an umbrella. Everything is wet out there. Let's find out from Robert whether there's any snow out there. Robert?
No snow out there right now, but that will change for a few of us overnight tonight and for many of us tomorrow night into Wednesday. Right now, temperature-wise, not a big range in the upper 30s to mid-40s, 38 Bemidji, 39 Baudette and Valley City, 41 here in Fargo. Those winds out of the north and northeast are going to continue through this evening and tonight, around 10 to 20 miles per hour with some stronger gusts. Those winds increase just a bit as we head through the day on Tuesday. Stronger still on Wednesday. Cloud cover, it seems like we've had it for weeks on end. That continues overnight tonight. Underneath those clouds, some periods of rain. We've dried out briefly here in Fargo, but more rain, as you can see, is on the way. Here in Fargo, temperatures steady to ever so slowly dropping to right around 40 degrees through the 8 and 9 o'clock hour. Wind chills into the 30s throughout the evening. I mentioned the chances of rain and snow. How much snow are we going to get? Too early to say, but we'll let you know more about that system coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you, Robert. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. All you need to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
We now know the name of a Grand Forks man who was run over by a train early Sunday morning. 21-year-old Jacob Huber jumped onto the moving train near downtown Grand Forks. When he jumped off, he was run over near the 1500 block of Dyke Avenue. Police say he injured limbs, however, they were non-life-threatening.
Fergus Falls police have arrested 6 people after a drug bust in the city. The police department posted on its Facebook page saying last Friday they executed a search warrant in the 400 block of South Peck Street. They arrested the 6 people you see on your screen. 4 were taken in for drug charges. 2 were arrested for probation violations. Authorities also found meth and hydrocodone pills. For all their names and their charges, you can go to our website.
An inmate at the Barnes County Jail died while behind bars. The victim's name is Lonnie Levi Bradley, 25 years old, from Valley City. The state's attorney said he was in jail on a terrorizing charge. Authorities say Bradley died Friday night from an apparent suicide. The state's attorney added that the BCA is conducting a standard investigation into that death.
A high-risk sex offender will soon be living in Cass Lake, Minnesota. Michael Black is being released into the community on October 15th. He has a history of sexual contact with boys and girls from ages 7 to 15. Black used a position of authority, physical force, and threats of a weapon to assault his victims. Level 3 sex offenders are the most likely to recommit disturbing crimes.
United States Postal Service employees gathered at locations across the country, including here in Fargo, to protest the Trump administration's proposed plan to privatize the agency. President Trump has called for privatization of the Postal Service in a reform and reorganization plan that's posted on the White House website. Local postal union members rallied outside of Congressman Kevin Cramer's Fargo office, asking him to vote no to privatization.
UPS and FedEx use the U.S. Postal Service. They use our last mile delivery. We're the ones that deliver many of their packages every single day of the week. So they're not looking for the U.S. Postal Service to be privatized either. They need us. They want us. They use us every day.
The American Postal Workers Union, which is behind the national rallies, represents 200,000 USPS employees. The group said the agency employs 7.5 million people across the country.
By now, you may have seen a Facebook post or two popping up on your news feed telling you not to accept another friend request from someone who is already your friend. Officials say this comes from a viral hoax where many Facebook users receive one or more messages saying someone cloned their Facebook page. The message attempts to get the user to then forward that message to all their friends. But we're told don't fall for it. It's just the latest form of a chain letter.
What they're trying to get you to do in this case is to forward this message on to your friends and colleagues and family to try to get them to forward it on further and further and further.
Straub says if you think your account actually has been duplicated, you can get law enforcement involved. You can also search your name to see if it's actually been cloned.
That's been frustrating.
It has been.
Yeah. Later on Valley News Live at 6, great to see Adam Thielen's success in the NFL. More on his record-setting accomplishments.
Up next, looking for some part-time work, holiday hiring has begun.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live. You're watching Valley News Live on KVLY, your hometown NBC station.
Over 30 million people have made Manifest TV's #1 news show.
You're one of the chosen.
She was killed because she was on that plane. Any one of us could be next.
Who are you? Manifest, tonight 10/9 Central on NBC.
Now to our journey across America.
When we get done, Chicago will be the safest big city in this country.
You're talking about housing.
I'm talking about employment opportunities.
We see, and for the first time, emerge stories that impact hometowns across this country.
The future of medicine has arrived and is being practiced today at the Center for Pain Medicine. Regenerative injection therapy uses your stem cells and growth factors to repair damaged tissue, cartilage, tendons, ligaments, and even bone.
My knee was deteriorating and hurt every single day. One regenerative injection and I was pain-free, playing volleyball in 30 days.
Call and make an appointment today. No referral needed.
I'm Heidi Heitkamp, and I approve this message.
Could you give yourself a $23,000 raise? Ask Kevin Cramer. On the Public Service Commission, he raised his pay to over $93,000 a year. Cramer took over $43,000 from the energy industry and voted 17 times to raise our utility rates. Then paid his wife $150,000 in campaign money. Who comes first? Special interests in himself. Who comes last? Us.
This October, Corwin Toyota is proud to announce 0% financing for 60 months on new 2018 Toyota RAV4s. That's right. Drive off in the new 2018 Toyota RAV4 with 0% financing for up to 60 months this October at Corwin Toyota. Corwin Toyota has over 90 RAV4s in stock, but with 0% financing for 60 months, they won't last long. Corwin Toyota. Family driven for over 100 years. Shop online, corwintoyota.com.
Tonight's news brought to you by Dakota Growers Pasta Company. Come make pasta with us.
Welcome back. New Kids on the Block, remember that group? Slated to bring their 80s pop hits to the Twin Cities next spring. The Xcel Energy Center announcing today that the iconic boy band will bring its mixtape tour to St. Paul on June 11th with special guests Salt-N-Pepa, Tiffany, Debbie Gibson, and Naughty by Nature. Tickets for the throwback pop and hip-hop concert will go on sale to the general public on Friday. The mixtape tour will start May 2nd in Cincinnati. It has 53 cities before ending in Florida on July 14th.
If you're feeling lucky this holiday season, you could win a $500 Target gift card or a $5,000 trip paid for by JCPenney. The only catch, you need to sign up for seasonal work to win. According to a labor economist at the U of M, with holiday spending projected to be up by more than 4% and unemployment down to 3.7%, companies are in a hiring war. With Target offering employees 10 to 20% discounts on their own shopping, Kohl's upped its discount to 35%. And at Gap and Old Navy, the employee discount is now 50%. Even Ulta is offering workers half-price haircuts. And for many, it's the wage that wins out. While Target is now up to a $12 an hour wage to start, last week Amazon announced it would move to a $15 minimum in November. UPS is also at $15 plus benefits for part-time employees, and there are opportunities for long-term employment. Local retailers are also doing their best to compete. While they don't have the same flashy incentives, they too are hoping to sell workers on more than a season of work.
Everyone seems to be on their phone, either on social media or texting. A new study shows that limiting children's screen time to less than 2 hours a day can help them with their brain function skills.
Children learn by what they see, and so if you as a parent are constantly not watching or interacting with them, you're always interacting with your device, that's what they're going to want to do too.
Apple's iOS feature called Screen Time keeps track of how much you are actually on the phone. It also sets app limits and restricts access to certain websites.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, trouble for a Minnesota teacher who was accused of sending out a threatening tweet regarding Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh.
Rainy, cool, and breezy conditions through this evening and into tonight. Even a little bit of snow in our far western counties. More rain tomorrow. That switches to snow for many of us late tomorrow night and into Wednesday. All of your details and a look at that 7-day forecast right after this.